Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Welcome this evening. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Yes, indeed, we are back. We have been doing some music here. And we saw that Tunnel Bear was getting DDoSed a bit on the one server run, so we switched to a different server under Tunnel Bear, which now it seems the baddies, whoever they are leaving us alone. So that's good. I don't know who Punky is, but welcome to the show if you're there. We have Molasses Cookies is here. Red Orangutan is here. And of course, Leo. Come on, give her applause, you guys. Come on. That's okay. Don't forget, guys. So, these shows are also, or as it says on Silvermoon Radio, they're also going to be on Patreon. When we were looking through the hard drive yesterday, we found 9 shows that may have never been uploaded to Patreon. And so we are going to try to get them up. And of course, we're going to get up today's show as well. And then on Monday, my second turntable, to go with the first one, is going to be here. So then we'll be able to alternate between the 2 turntables, much more like you would see in a professional setup. So that's a good start. Let me just show you guys a little bit of the setup here. If for some reason the internet ever goes down, we are always come up with a backup plan. So let me just show you the setup here right now. First of all, we have here our turntable right here. Yeah, it's one of those crossies. Those little things made out of cardboard. But it turns out that for this work, they work more than satisfactory for the show.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, right. You get to hear the music. They're not that expensive. They put our platters on here. Our music discs. We got this one we played today. That's the first one we played. This is the first record we played. That was the one we just played. Then, before we did that one, we did this one here. This is by Led Zeppelin. We played that one. And we started the set with Tony Orlando and Dawn, Candida, and Knock 3 times. So we heard those 3 albums today. Now, in the case of Tony Orlando, Dawn, that was a brand new quadraphonic CD4 recording, which is compatible with SQ quadraphonic. The 1980s or 1970s, they couldn't make up their mind which format they really wanted. But CD4 and SQ became the 2 dominants, but it was kind of near the end of the quadraphonic era. Boy, it's just too bad they didn't come back a little bit later on when surround sound was a big thing, Yeah. Okay. So let's see. The Patreon is recorded locally. Right. So that's to let you know what's going on here. And we have more records coming. We have Carmen Miranda's greatest hits coming with Tico, oh my love, when I love, I love. And for those of you who don't know, if you look at our artwork in our section of our Discord, you'll see some new artwork. Carmen Miranda performing in Stormwind, Carmen Miranda performing in Orgrimmar, Carmen Miranda performing in Silvermoon at the Silvermoon, and that's where she was doing her rehearsals. And my favorite picture of all the pictures, I'm going to pull this up here for you guys because I want to show you something. I created these pictures using the tools. And let me make sure I got the right ones here. Let's see. Yes, let's go to the artwork And my favorite picture that I think is probably the coolest picture is this one right here. Let me go to scene 3 on this here. Yeah. You can see a man and a woman. A woman has an electric guitar, a Stratocaster, and the man has a acoustical guitar, and they're both listening through the Bluetooth headphones. They're listening to Silvermoon Radio. So that's what they're doing over there. And I think that's totally cool. What I might do is I might actually, using my knowledge of audio, I might give you a sample of what Silvermoon Radio really sounds like down there at Silvermoon, or down in Stormwind. Well, it's a little weak at nighttime. It comes in fairly well. And so they don't use the standard type of FCC AM radio broadcast range. They go for the top of the line. They go for 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz signal. Very wide bandwidth radio. Okay, so their signal is not just limited to like 9,000 hertz. They go straight for the wide band. But that's what they do, because some people like the bass and the thump and the bump. And so some just want the top of the line. They want the top of the line signal. You know, you think about that. Who wants to listen to a station that sounds like crap? Do you want to hear that? No, of course not. You guys really know damn well what I'm talking about. These signals, you know, we're doing a good job getting this show going off the ground, growing it. We're growing it, and thanks to you, make sure to keep following us on Kick. Let's take this show to the 75 followers, which I should show you where we are right now. We're at 43 followers right now. We're at 43 followers. So here is the Kick data. Oh, that's YouTube. Okay, here we go. Here's the Kick data. Now I'll show you that on screen so everybody can see the comments. And you can see that we are halfway, or nearly halfway, to what I consider a safe number of 100 followers. And I do hope that we can continue to reach that goal with your help. Are you ready to do that?
Oh, yeah!
Then let's get out there and get more people on here. If you really want to see this channel grow, this is what we do. This is what we do. We're going to grow this channel. We're going to make this channel great again. We are going to make this channel like smoking awesome again. And you guys are the way we're going to achieve it. Because without you, there'll be no reason to even do half the stuff that we're doing. Let's keep that in mind, guys. We're going to keep growing this. I promise you. And I do like doing the music, and we can thank Stan CT for the Led Zeppelin. And in fact, we can thank Stan CT for all the records that you've heard tonight. Give him a big round of applause, guys. Yeah, let's give him all a big round of applause. We really do want to thank you, Stan, for the records you have donated and made it possible for us to continue to excite and inspire people. And by the way, yes, I have found out from the other side that Carmen Miranda has said that she wants to go over to Silvermoon when my time comes, and then she wants to be a part of the new chance because she's completed her soul contract as well. And she said she wants to go with me to Silvermoon to become a dancer in Silvermoon and teach them how to do the samba. Yeah, all right. I also found out that Whitney Houston is still on the other side, training young men and women to be performers on her own behalf. So let's be thanks to those artists that have left this earth but are going for greener pastures. Rock on, dudes and dudettes. Really, rock on. It is a real pleasure to be doing this show with you guys. And while I admit that sometimes my show may not seem like it's a big deal, now let's not forget that this show is where the fun is. This is where you can come and enjoy moments of life, having a good time. That's what this channel's for. To get out there, have fun, kick the tires, and be part of something wonderful. That is so important, guys. It really is so important that you know that we're going to be here for you every day. Every day. And that's why I'm putting the links up that you may not have seen, or you have seen, but I don't know. But let's not forget the donations, guys. The Patreon link is there. If you want to catch up to the shows, the Silvermoon Radio you missed that are no longer online, that's where you'll find them, is on Patreon. The Patreon ones are most of the time are of higher quality than the ones that are on here at Kick, because we record most of them locally. And just like the after show, it includes the after show. When you see the after show on YouTube, we have to leave the first part of the show out because YouTube's policies. But when you're watching Silvermoon Radio and rerun on Patreon or here, you get the whole entire enchilada.
Oh, yeah!
Just put whatever your choice of condiments on it. It's up to you. Whatever you want to put on it. The thing is, it's a great option for you guys to keep enjoying some music. And who would not want to have a good musical show where you don't have to, where you can just temporarily just let the bullshit of the world just fade away, even if it is for a little while. Maybe thinking back when you were younger, when the more happy times when you were a teenager. Now, 1972, I was only 4 years old, guys. And I'll tell you, you gotta admit that the records transcend generations. Unlike CDs, records have been around the longest in history. So they must have done something right when you can listen to a record from 1900 all the way to 2024 on the same equipment. 124 years of technology. Now that's what I call preserving your musical history, your music heritage. From 33s to 78s, the 45s, and yes, 16 and third RPMs, these records transcend over 124 years of musical heritage. It don't matter if it's the Mamas, the Papas, the Guess Who, Iron Maiden, AC/DC, Bing Crosby, Bill Haley and the Comets, Jack Dorsey, Lawrence Welk, Perry Como. It plays the same on all the same technology because it hasn't changed any in 124 years. my future family generations, whoever they will be, maybe my grandnieces, or whatever you call them, may actually be listening to these musical records long after I've crossed over. Isn't technology wonderful? There always will be a way for you to hear a record, because the technology, it will always be available to everyone. Most people don't realize that for a while, record companies were using cactus needles. Yes, cactus needles, to be more gentle on your records. But yeah, basically they don't have a much life, do they? They wear pretty quick. But you gotta admit that for the shellacs and the lacquers go, that was like tickling the grooves, virtually with a little feather. And that's what makes this technology so fantastic, is that we can play the music that our parents played, and their parents played, and their parents' parents played, and their parents. You get the idea, right? Yes, you can get it. All those records from 1900 at least. I say at least, because I don't have any way of playing cylinders. But all those records except for Edison Diamond Discs, I can play on this turntable.
Oh, yeah!
So why would I want to say that's a bad thing? Think about it, guys. This is technology, as I said, that transcends generations. And these are the kind of records that probably would survive becoming crispy by gamma rays. That is, unless you got the extreme heat of a nuclear explosion. But if there's no heat and just fallout, well, you may be gone. E.T. will be able to listen to the records long after we leave this earth. People don't realize that the records that are on Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 are golden record that are specifically designed just so that they can hear the sounds of Earth. This 33 1/3 RPM record and 16-inch diameter allows you to hear what the Earth sounds like when it was recorded, I believe in 1975-76. Think about that. All that kind of music recorded on a piece of music or sound effects on a record that is a 16-inch golden disc attached to the Voyager spacecraft. I don't know if anyone's ever played it yet, but if they have, I hope you liked it. I didn't master it, but it's a sample of everything about Earth you may have never known before, in a way that we thought that you could listen to it and enjoy it. Likewise, these shows here on Kick and YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, MySpace, whatever, are going out through the satellites into space. In 200 years, someone from Alpha Centauri will be listening to Silvermoon Radio AM1610, and they might be a little confused, going, "What is this? It's catchy, it's groovy, I like it. It's cool." You gotta admit that we have come a long way from the early years of Silvermoon Radio. In fact, go back onto Patreon, you can hear the early years when we were just starting out with this idea. Originally, it used to be on Discord. Then we moved it to Twitch. But Twitch didn't like it and started censoring our music in the middle after the restreams were over. out of frustration, I then moved the content back to Discord. Didn't like the loss of viewers either. And then finally I said, let's go to Kick. And that's where we have been ever since. Because YouTube itself will not let us do what we're doing on YouTube. And that's why we're over here on Kick. And we play this music every Sunday night at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Now, that's an important thing. In this crazy world of all this stuff going on, isn't it nice you have one place you don't have to worry about the stupid baloney that keeps being dragged up in the news? The woke versus broke. War this, war that. Battle 1, Battle 2, Battle 3, ad nauseum. But rather get to focus on something that's more enjoyable for everybody. I think it's a real honor when I could be up here every single Sunday night. I manually have to set up this table because I have to make sure not to trip over it. Allow me to show you this up here again. Okay, this here is a table that is sitting over here on this table here. Now, it's got room on it for 2 turntables. To make the turntable easy to carry, we put handles on these record players so that we can put 2 records on here, and we can alternate between album 1 and album 2. Unfortunately, we don't have another turntable right now, but you can visualize where this other turntable is. Would be about right there. The only thing is, it might kind of smack into the monitor a little bit. But that's okay. We'll fix it. We'll make it better. That's the whole point. Is we can do this, guys, and it's only possible with your help.
Oh, yeah!
Really. We can't do this without you guys. It's because of you that we take the time to do all this work. Every Sunday, setting up this table, plugging in the gear, and then at the end of the Silvermoon radio show, put it all away. Every week. I would love to actually leave the turntable and stuff up, but you know what? It's a hell of an obstacle course, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah!
Jockeying around, trying to get around the turntable when you're playing an album and hoping that you don't bang into things when you're trying to make sure not to have your records jumping out of the grooves. But you know what? We'll do it anyway. And let's not forget that I'm also looking to get some more music by different artists. The Who, for example, okay? Maybe even some more Def Leppard, some other musicians, whoever does Serpentine Fire. I think is that Cool and Gang? No. He also did Let's Groove Tonight. Right, Let's Groove Tonight. Some more music like that. We'll get some more music in, guys. I promise you. You are going to enjoy everything you see. Trust me, we are going to make this show even better. Lastly, I want to again remind you, thank you to everybody that's here and listens to the show every Sunday night at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time.
Oh, yeah!
Now go home, have a good time, everybody, and I'll see you guys on YouTube and Kick tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time for the normal morning show. And I want you to have a good night, everybody. Stay out of trouble. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys.